Hi everyone, welcome to MindBlend. Today, we're going to delve into a topic that's crucial to all of us: motivation. We all have dreams, goals, and aspirations, but sometimes certain habits creep in and slowly but surely start to chip away at our motivation. We're going to shed light on 10 subtle but dangerous habits that might be quietly killing your motivation. Knowing about these habits is the first step towards reclaiming control of your motivation and, in turn, your pathway to success. But before we dive in, if you enjoy our content, do consider subscribing to our channel and giving this video a like. It really helps us to create more insightful content aimed at helping you navigate the journey of self-improvement. So are you ready to unearth the habits that might be holding you back? Stay tuned, you don't want to miss out on this life-changing information. The first motivation killer we'll discuss is procrastination. It's that sly, charming friend who convinces you to push things off to a later date. But this friend is a wolf in sheep's clothing, silently gnawing away at your motivation. Procrastination can be as simple as delaying a task for a few minutes, or as complex as putting off important life decisions. It's a habit that breeds complacency and stunts growth. So how do we overcome this? It's simpler than you might think. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. This makes the task less daunting and easier to start. Create a schedule and stick to it. Set deadlines for yourself and hold yourself accountable. And most importantly, build a discipline of taking immediate action. Remember, the best time to start is now. If not now, when? Don't let procrastination rob you of your motivation. The more you delay, the more you deny yourself the satisfaction of progress. Next on the list is negative self-talk. This habit is a motivation killer, as it involves demeaning oneself with thoughts like, "I can't do it," or "I'm not good enough." It's like having a critical voice inside your head, constantly doubting and undermining your abilities. This relentless internal critic can severely damage your self-esteem, hindering your motivation to pursue your goals. But here's the good news: you can change this. Start by identifying your negative self-talk. Pay attention to the language you use when you talk to yourself. Once you've identified it, challenge it. Ask yourself, would I talk to my friend like this? If not, why would you talk to yourself that way? Replace these destructive thoughts with positive affirmations. Instead of saying "I can't," say "I'll try." Instead of "I'm not good enough," say "I'm doing my best." Remember, your words shape your reality, so speak kindly to yourself. Thirdly, we have lack of goal setting. Imagine setting off on a journey without a destination in mind. You'd likely end up wandering aimlessly, right? Life can be much the same without clear, achievable goals. They serve as our compass, guiding us towards our desired outcomes. Without them, our actions can become unfocused and our motivation can dwindle. Now you might ask, how do I set effective goals? Well, there's a simple yet powerful formula to remember. The SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Your goals should be clear and precise. You should be able to track your progress. They should be within your capacity to achieve, relevant to your overall life plan, and have a clear deadline. Setting goals in this way can provide a clear path to follow, boosting your motivation and making it easier to stay on track. Goals give you direction and purpose. Don't neglect them. The fourth habit is fear of failure. Fear of failure, more often than not, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When we're so consumed by the fear of failing, we become paralyzed, unable to take the necessary steps to achieve our goals. This fear hinders motivation, creates self-doubt, and ultimately stops us from reaching our full potential. Now, how do we overcome this fear? It's all about changing our perception of failure. Instead of viewing failure as a devastating end, see it as part of the journey towards success. Each failure is a lesson learned, a stepping stone on the path to achieving your goals. Embrace the fact that everyone fails at some point, and it's through these failures that we grow and improve. Start by setting smaller, achievable goals. Celebrate the small victories along the way. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. Halfway through our list, we have perfectionism. This habit can be a silent killer of motivation. Striving for perfection can make any task seem insurmountable. When you set the bar at perfection, anything less feels like failure. And that can be incredibly demotivating. But here's the thing. Perfection is a myth. It's an unattainable standard that we often set for ourselves. It's like chasing a mirage in a desert. You keep running, but you never get there. This constant pursuit can leave you feeling defeated, drained, and devoid of motivation. Instead, learn to embrace imperfection. Understand that it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to not have all the answers, and it's okay to be imperfect. That's how we learn, grow, and improve. Start setting realistic, achievable goals. Celebrate small victories. Remember, the aim should not be to do things perfectly, but to do things progressively. Perfection is unattainable, strive for progress instead. Sixth on our list is lack of self-care. It's easy to get wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of life, forgetting to take a moment for ourselves. But self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the fuel that keeps our motivation engine running. Without it, we risk burning out, losing our drive, and letting our goals slip away. Self-care doesn't have to be elaborate or time-consuming. It could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to breathe deeply, to stretch, or to engage in a hobby you enjoy. It could mean ensuring you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritious meals, or staying hydrated. It's about listening to your body and mind and giving them what they need to function optimally. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's about preserving your energy, maintaining your motivation, and ultimately achieving your goals. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Next up is overcommitting. This habit is like a stealthy saboteur, sneaking into our lives under the guise of productivity and ambition. But beware, my friends. Overcommitting is a surefire way to burnout and loss of motivation. When we stretch ourselves too thin trying to juggle more tasks than we can handle, we end up overwhelmed and exhausted. The quality of our work suffers, and we lose sight of our goals. So, how can we strike a balance? First, start by prioritizing your tasks. Not everything needs to be done right now. Second, learn to delegate. You don't have to do everything yourself. Sharing the load can ease stress and boost efficiency. Lastly, it's okay to say no. Really, it is. You don't have to accept every request or opportunity that comes your way. Remember, overcommitting is not a testament to your capability. It's a drain on your resources. Learn to say no. Your time and energy are valuable. Eighth on our list is lack of discipline. Now, discipline is like the fuel in your tank, propelling you towards your goals. A lack of it, however, can be compared to a car running out of gas. You see, without discipline, you're prone to distractions, and your motivation can quickly dwindle away. So, how do you build discipline? Begin with small, manageable tasks. Setting and achieving these small goals can help you gain confidence in your ability to stay disciplined. Next, establish a routine. Having a consistent schedule can help you stay on track and reduce the chance of falling into procrastination. Remember, discipline isn't about punishment. It's about teaching yourself to follow through with your commitments, even when it gets hard. It's about training yourself to make the right decisions that align with your goals, even when it's tempting to choose the easier option. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Ninth, we have comparing yourself to others. This habit can be a massive drain on your motivation. When we compare ourselves to others, we're often comparing our behind the scenes with their highlight reel. It's like trying to measure your worth with an unfair yardstick. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and demotivation, which can hinder our progress towards our goals. So how do we combat this? First, acknowledge that everyone is on a different journey, with different timelines, strengths, and challenges. Instead of focusing on others' successes, concentrate on your personal growth. Celebrate your improvements, no matter how small. Remember, it's not about being better than someone else, but about being better than you were yesterday. Secondly, use comparison constructively. If you find someone inspiring, instead of feeling envious, analyze what they do well and learn from it. Turn comparison into inspiration. Your journey is unique. Focus on your own path. Finally, we have ignoring small wins. This habit can be a silent killer of motivation. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of grand achievements and miss out on the little victories that happen along the way. But these seemingly insignificant triumphs are the building blocks of your bigger goals. They are the signs that you are moving forward, that you're on the right track. Imagine climbing a mountain, but only looking at the peak. It's overwhelming, isn't it? Now picture yourself acknowledging each step you take, each small rock you conquer. Doesn't it feel more manageable and even enjoyable? So how do we celebrate these small victories? Start by acknowledging them. Write them down, share them with a friend, or just give yourself a pat on the back. Remember, motivation thrives on progress, not just the end goal. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. And there you have it. 10 habits that are killing your motivation. From procrastination, the thief of time, to the debilitating cycle of negative self-talk. From the aimlessness that comes with lack of goal setting to the paralysis induced by fear of failure. From the unattainable quest for perfection to the neglect of self-care. From the trap of overcommitting to the chaos that ensues in the absence of discipline. From the self-defeating habit of comparing yourself to others to the discouragement that comes from ignoring small wins. Each of these habits chips away at your motivation bit by bit. Overcoming them is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's a journey of self-discovery and constant improvement. So, let's take a step today towards a more motivated, goal-oriented, and successful self. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with friends who might need it. Until next time, keep your motivation high and your goals in sight.